Thanks, Ed. This Friday marks the beginning of the Jewish holiday of Passover, full of song, celebration, and, of course, food. And joining us now is Dan Raskin. He's one of the owners of Manny's Deli right here in Chicago. You know what? First thing I wanted to ask you is, of course, Passover, a very important Jewish holiday, a tradition, and along with that, the Seder plate. Tell us how that ties in to this important tradition in the Jewish faith.
Well, so the idea of Passover is telling the story of the Jewish exodus of Egypt. Mm-hmm. So they were enslaved in Egypt, and this is about the freedom of how the Jewish people got out of Egypt.
Mm-hmm. And the foods represent that, so tell us about
this. So
this.
the foods represent that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the lamb shank. That represents the sacrifice of the lamb.
Okay.
And then the roasted egg or hard-boiled egg represents the offering of the Jewish people right before they left Egypt. We do parsley, and that's dipped in salt water to remind us of like the tears and the hard times. We do lettuce and horseradish, which are eaten at two separate times, and they're just the bitterness of the hard times.
Okay.
And then we also have the haroset, which is like it's chopped up apple, and it's sweet, but it reminds us of the mortar of the hard times of building in Egypt of the Jewish people.
Okay. And matzah, of course, that's a staple.
Correct. So matzah, the story of matzah is that when the Jews were rushing out of Egypt to get out, they didn't have time to let the bread rise. So when they were carrying it through the desert, it was unleavened, so that's why we have matzah.
And gefilte fish?
Yes, so these kind of start like the traditional dishes of what people eat during their dinner, and we make homemade fresh gefilte fish, so it's just ground up.
How do you make that?
So it's ground up like a mixture of different fishes and matzah meal and egg, and you boil it together.
One of my favorite things, matzo ball soup.
Correct. Everybody, that's
love that.
Year round. That's one of the most popular things. But you can just traditional chicken broth with our matzo balls, and then we move on to like the main course. Traditionally, a lot of people eat brisket with potatoes, and we have glazed carrots here.
And I was talking to you a little earlier about those carrots. I said they look a little unusual. You said, well, because they're covered in sugar. I said, even more delicious.
Correct.
And again, going along with the importance of not having the rising agent, you have desserts, but they are not made with the rising agent in them.
Correct.
So tell us about those.
So we traditionally people have macaroons. We have homemade macaroons. We make all different flavors in the restaurant, and then we also have mandel bread, which is made with matzah flour instead of regular flour, so that it's for Passover.
Well, Dan Raskin, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
and telling
for having
us
me.
about this important part of the Jewish faith.
Thanks.
Passover. And for another look at these Passover dishes and a link to Manny's website, you can log on to our website, cbschicago.com, a little later on this morning.